Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
Iron Man.
I'm going to go ahead and surprise you here. This might be my favorite Hasbro Iron Man figure to date.
What?
Yes. Now, ignoring the use of the bad colored plastic, which is just not accurate, which...
It's not very good.
No, that was my instant problem.
The sculpt, however, is awesome. There's not a reused part here. This is 100% new from helmet to toe, and they finally got the scale of Iron Man in the suit proper. He's just slightly bigger than every other release they've done, and he finally looks good on a shelf next to other members of the Avengers.
He feels a little heavier, too. Like, more solid in the core versus just, like, heavy plastic. Does that make sense at all?
He's been doing planks.
Yes.
No, I am very impressed with the sculpting of this figure. They went all out on this, and then the paint team kind of dropped the ball a little bit.
It's not even the paint. I'll agree with what you've just said by and large, although I think they could have done a little bit better because the shoulder pads, or whatever you want to call those things, prevent much upward motion of the arm. And I think they could have done a little bit more with the hip articulation too. It's really hard there. It's like it's rubbing, like the torso is preventing outward hip motion. So those are my complaints on the posability. But yes, the detail is nice. It's not just the paint though. They use just this really dull red plastic. It's a little shinier on the legs where I think it's painted versus the torso and the neck, but it really just looks like a toy.
Like leftover tomato soup, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think if they gave this the metallic kind of paint job they've given Iron Men in the past, or Iron Mans, then it would really rock. But with this paint job, it undercuts the coolness of the figure.
Yep, I can agree with that.
I'm just laughing at Tomato Soup Tony Stark now.
I mean, his little hand plate makes it so you can't even do the stop in the name of love pose.
What?
It has the wrist articulation, but try to move that wrist up 90 degrees.
I got it.
On his arm?
Yeah.
Right or left?
His left.
Or I can't get his right to do it. Let me try his left.
The right seems to have a little more of a resistance.
Okay, I was able to get the right to do it. Not 90 degrees, maybe 60 degrees.
Oh, I've got it pretty darn close.
He does come with those little blast effects that I think are kind of cool. I like having them as an option. I would never want them adhered to the
Permanent.
figure.
No, yeah, I'm glad that they're things you can pop in and out. And I like that they're pegged properly to go in either the foot or the hands, depending on how you want to display it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I just always am so used to the foot pegs on figures, I never thought about having them in a flying pose.
But yeah, after dinging the paint job on the figure, I'm going to give them a little bit of kudos for the way they painted these effects, because it looks pretty cool with the little bit of white frosting at the bottom fading out to a nice translucent blue.
But I think you had to give him these because now you can use these figures to attempt to recreate the scene from the movie, right? With him blasting the shield.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's how everybody has to pose these, I think, by law.
And before we forget, he does come with 2 extra hands. He has the open palm hands with the holes, or he has closed fist hands.
It's a decent enough figure. I think it'll be much better when they repaint it on a future re-release.
Yeah, I mean, I'm judging this based on previous Iron Men. We've seen what they've done before, and this is kind of the red that they've been using. So having been okay with that for the last few years, I'm just over excited by the good sculpt here.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.